What's up, guys? Grizzled here, coming back for another reaction to Dungeon Meshi. This is episode 8. This one is called Raspberries Grilled Meat. Okay, sounded like some pretty normal-ass food. What's the twist gonna be, right? There's gonna be a monster worked into this somehow. I'm really enjoying this show so far. I'm loving all the little lore drops that we do get. And every time we learn something new about the dungeon, it creates like 10 more questions for me. The whole thing is so mysterious. Without further ado, let's keep going. Alright, there's a fly that keeps like buzzing around the studio. Let's get going. I'm going to do the reaction now. And I'm just going to keep this plastic sword handy. And if I see him again, I'm just going to get him out of the sky. So let's do this. You know, grown quite fond of this little walking mushroom man. Man, every time I hear this song, I like it a little bit more. This intro just keeps me coming back, and that is not a thing that I can say about a lot of TV intros. Like, I get pretty bored of them if I have to watch them like 100 times during a series. But this one, it's just so endearing to me for some reason. That's a fault of my attention span, if anything, though. Right? Man, the song is so good. That's my favorite part. Sounds like a bunch of bards just going ham. Great way to end the song. Oh my god, is he dead from the parasite?
I don't hear anything. There's no heartbeat.
Oh, I was joking. What the fuck?
It's because you're listening through his armor.
Oh. Marcel and I are both idiots.
Oh, Laios, what a troublemaker.
Seriously. His stomach must hurt so bad. Why do I feel like he hasn't even learned his lesson, though?
Killing monsters in here just stabilizes the ecosystem. But if we don't do it, the village will get completely overrun by them.
Slime and walking mushrooms. The horror.
What are you talking about?
About how dungeons are made, isn't it obvious?
How dungeons are made?
It's a lot more complex than you'd think. Hey, isn't that Marcel?
This is Marcel's school days?
She was the school's very first genius.
Oh, really?
I heard she was the teacher's assistant the first day.
I heard she was a nerd.
She's going to be a court magician. Really? That's amazing.
Oh, cool. Look, she's weaving her staff together.
Hi, glad to be here.
Hey!
They're all like intimidated by her.
Spirit cultivation.
Spirit cultivation.
I want each of you to grab a jar and head outside.
A very wizened looking person, wasn't it?
Place a disc and then a layer of soil on top. Create a barrier over it, and then fill the jar with mana.
I was thinking I could try this at home until we got to that step.
They'll die if the mana is too dense or too thin.
It's like an anthill for spirits?
The vessel we keep them in is called a dungenium because it looks similar to the structure of a monster-ridden dungeon.
A dungenium. Oh, this is so cool, man.
Oh, Marcel, your barrier's so pretty. I can't believe this was your first time.
She's like a virtuoso. She's like an absolute prodigy at this stuff.
I've been researching things to learn how to build a safe dungeon. I'm on magic ingredients now.
What's a safe dungeon? What does that mean?
Ingredients like mandrakes are pretty dangerous to
With the
harvest.
fucking dog? No! Come on!
If we could create a safe dungeon that's inhabited by monsters that are useful, then it would greatly contribute to society.
Useful monsters. So by safe dungeon, you mean like a monster farm, basically.
Make some room for me.
Hey, it's Fallon!
Careful! Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
There are some impurities mixed in the soil, and the mana's thin because the barrier is full of holes.
So Fallon's not as good, I guess.
That girl, she's always covered in dirt and ditches class, so people think she's weird.
Huh.
I wonder what she ditches class to do.
When everyone has their jars in front of them, we'll see how your
Fallon's is going to be like
develop.
amazing. That's what's going to happen. Everyone underestimates her because she's like poor and looks like a shambles, but thinks she's the weird kid, but I bet you she's a prodigy.
If a good number of them survived, the fire will be large.
Looks like your spirits are being maintained nicely. Excellent work, Marcel.
Holy shit! Whoa!
That's quite a lot of spirits there.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, that's cool. The flame has like the face of the spirit on it.
Do that? I need to know!
I know a place pretty close by that has a lot of spirits.
God, Marcel, you're so intense.
Can you tell me where?
We can get outside from here.
Does Fallon have, like, health problems? She always is, like, so out of breath sounding. Of course. Oh, cool. It's like a whole little secret garden.
So are you always doing stuff like this?
Yep.
She's, like, swiftly realizing why she's considered the weird one.
That's why people think she's weird.
Yeah. Whatever. This looks like hella fun. I'd hang out with Fallon if I was a kid.
Delicious fruit!
You can't just pick up and eat random crap you find!
But I actually know what these things are. Grasshoppers and raspberries aren't poisonous.
So it really is a dungeon. The mana here is stagnant and the air is stale. Seems like it's a natural cave. Wait, don't go in there!
So not a dungeon.
Oh, don't worry. Stay on dry ground and it's perfectly safe.
Yeah, see, Marcilla's still underestimating Fallon. But clearly she's capable, you know? Like, we all saw what happened with the Dungeonium. That was a crazy flame. And this is why. Look at this place. Look at all these spirits. That's what those are, right?
The inside of the dungeon really is
That's
swimming
beautiful.
with spirits, huh?
I'd hang out there. I'd read a book there.
So what do you come to this place to do?
I usually write letters or do some reading.
They weren't wrong about her ditching class.
I mean, they weren't wrong about her being weird either, if we're honest.
Oh crap! This is bad!
Oh, what is this?
I'll get rid of this slime monster!
It looks very different.
It won't come into the sunlight. You don't have to worry, I promise.
Yeah, I'd trust her. She said she's done this a bunch.
Slimes are actually able to break down bad droppings and then turn them into mana.
Wait, mana is made of... What? Guano?
Take this.
Take this, it's some bat droppings. Put that in your hand. Yeah, this is fantastic. I would totally just, like, hang out in this little spot. Assuming I stay in the sunlight. I don't want slime.
I wonder what kinds of things the bats up there eat.
And this is when she first got started thinking about the ecosystem of a dungeon.
I haven't introduced myself. My name's Fallon. Would you mind telling me your name?
They went on this whole adventure before they even exchanged names. They're gonna be BFFs.
My name is Marcel. Fallon, what do you say to becoming friends?
No, and this is where it started.
The part about you being the school's first genius has to be a lie, right?
Why would you think it's a lie? I'll have you know that I was an honor student!
She's so bothered. That's a great shot.
If the Mad Mage is really out there somewhere, they're not just your average magic user.
No, clearly not.
With that said, it's probably best if you stop living here, Senshi.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Great, well the dungeon itself is entirely made out of it!
Can't hear ya.
I love Senshi.
When she enrolled into magic school, she would send me update letters.
Oh,
One day, she wrote about
she
how
told
she
him
made a new
about her.
friend, and she sounded a lot happier.
Look at young Leos. What happened to his hand? Why was his hand damaged?
She thought you were awesome.
I don't like that Leos is using the past tense talking about Fallon. He hasn't given up on her, has he?
She really looked up to you.
Is that so?
What's so great about him?
He's got the best dog impression I've ever heard.
Maybe that's something I should keep between me and Fallon for now.
Let's get our butts in gear and go save Fallon!
Let's do it.
Come on, you tin can. Get up so we can get going!
Come on, he had a rough night. Give him a break.
The orcs we talked to mentioned the red dragon had appeared right here. Dragons also aren't really the type to wander far.
He probably stays on the same
Should
level.
only make camp 2 more times. We'll wake up Laios when the candle burns out.
I love it. That's so D&D. You gotta strategically decide when you take your long rests. Oh, that's so cool. Boiling water with a spell glyph. I think we've seen that before, actually.
Wonder if I should have studied illusion magic too. No, that's not the problem.
I don't think that would make them less uncomfortable, somehow.
We'll be parting ways here.
Does it really have to be now? I mean, we still don't know where Fallon is
Oh,
after all.
hey, we're finally getting this filled in.
Sorry, but we have our own livelihoods to worry about.
They're the two from the intro, and they were in the Red Dragon fight, too.
Huh, guess I boiled too much.
Oh, God, what's gonna come out of the water? That seems vaguely threatening. Yeah, nope. Time to go. An Undine? I've never heard of an Undine. It's like a water elemental? Oh! I mean, like, if water's at a high enough PSI, it can, like, cut through stone, you know?
Weapons won't work. We need fire.
Fire?
The opposite element, sure.
I'll start one.
Hey, Marcel! Hold on a bit longer!
Easy for you to say.
Ooh! Nice! A gentle embrace of explosions! Did it work? Can't be that easy. There's gonna be like 10 of them now.
All of you stay there! My water walking spell is wearing off!
Did it hit her? Where did it get her? In the leg, I think.
Marcel!
Yeah, look, you can see the blood. That thing's terrifying.
I won't be able to run now.
I mean, just because you can't run doesn't mean you... Oh, fuck!
I can't watch!
Was it the shoulder or the heart?
I'm going as fast as I can.
Said she blow harder. Come on.
I don't have much mana left. I've got to get it in the next shot.
If she dies, they're kind of fucked because I don't know if any of them have resurrection magic. I think it's just her.
It has my blood. It's so fast.
Okay, nice. It's marked by her blood.
Just hold on!
Come on. Woo. Nicely done. Oh, no, don't go in. Oh, his little face. Oh, well done, guys. Well done. Oh, Jesus, it's huge. It's time to go.
Let's get out!
Yeah. Oh, that was such cool animation. That was a really cool shot.
Are you holding up, Marcel?
I stopped the bleeding.
And she's
but
out of
I'm
mana.
low on
They
blood
need to
and
do a
mana.
a long rest now, basically, which is not the plan.
What are we gonna do now? There's no way we can take a monolith magic user further into the dungeon. And we can't continue on without the help of her water walking spell.
Yeah.
Let's wait for other adventurers to pass by.
I mean, that's such a big gamble, though, and you don't know how long it's going to be till someone comes this low in the dungeon again.
Yeah, I think the only thing we have is kelpie meat.
Let's hope the person is starving.
Yeah, but you remember how the tavern reacted when you tried to sell them, like, nice, fresh vegetables? They hated it.
Did you happen to grab its liver too, Senshi?
Of course I did. Livers are too rich in iron to leave behind.
I knew it.
It's grilling time!
And Chilchuk's face. It's like, if I must. Let's go.
Mane, neck, liver, ribs,
That looks pretty good.
tail.
Looks pretty damn good. It helps that I'm actually hungry this time. This is a dangerous show to watch on an empty stomach because you find yourself salivating over some ridiculous foods. Grilled kelpie meat, for example.
We made something nice for you.
Oh, they're being so nice to her. That does look really good.
Thigh.
What did they marinate it in?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little chewy, but I like it.
God, she's just out of it.
Ribs.
It tastes sweet, doesn't it?
The ribs are good.
Marcel, the liver's ready now. Tenderloin.
It's like it's melting in my mouth. Here's some liver, Marcel.
Wait, is she only getting liver?
Interesting flavor on this one. Here, Marcel.
Have more liver, Marcel.
They're just giving her
How
liver.
is it, Marcel?
Eat some more, Marcel.
You like it, Marcel?
How's the liver, Marcel?
Please give me the other parts too!
Come on, guys. You're like eating the ribs and the thigh, and it's all juicy and delicious in front of her. She just gets the liver.
Why'd you stuff the basilisk with mana herbs?
I still stand by my choice.
I bet it made it delicious. That's why. Oh, okay. Another party. If one of them's a healer, we're in good shape.
Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. What kind of moron would be grilling meat in here?
It's our barbarian from the beginning. Oh, don't end that. Come on. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to get a little reunion in the next episode. That was great. I'm glad that Laios is still suffering the repercussions of his raw parasite that he ate. I mean, that was such a ridiculous decision. I'm glad that the consequences have carried over into at least one more episode, and maybe he'll be a little bit more cautious in the future about what he decides he's going to try. I feel bad for Marcel being put in this position too, because like we already know she kind of has a hang up about participation and feeling like she can be useful. And now that she has no mana, you know, what good is she to the group? And like the last thing she wants is to be a hindrance. So I feel like this is going to have like an impact on her like emotional well-being a little bit. Like they said they were holding out hope for another group for a healer, but now that she's been healed up a little bit, was that for mana restoration too, or was that just to like heal her injuries, which seem to be doing okay at this point? Either way, really enjoying this show. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm going to dive into the next episode right now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Dungeon Meshi, Episode 8. Roast beef and stew? I don't remember. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Delicious in Dungeon, Episode 8. Raspberries and grilled meat. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go get some lunch because I'm really hungry. For some reason, this show always makes me really hungry. This reaction has been edited to comply with fair use, which means you're not getting the full reaction here on YouTube. If you want to watch the full-length uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.